Hello dear students, welcome to my channel Kaveri Science Tutorials. We have started second term syllabus for 9th standard, and in that the chapter name is Life Processes in Living Organisms. So you have seen in the previous standards how the digestive system works and the respiratory system works. In case of human beings, digested food is converted into it is absorbed. Food is absorbed into in the process of digestion. It is nutrients are absorbed from that food, and that absorbed nutrients are through the blood. They are circulated. They are transported from different from that from one place to different parts of the body, and how by respiration how the energy is produced by inhalation of oxygen through the process of respiration that we have seen. In this way, oxygen and all the food nutrients are transported in our body via blood. So how these substances are transported in case of plants, that are we are going to see in this chapter. So the first topic in this chapter is transportation in plants. So the plants require nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. These types of minerals, these are required by the plants, and they are taken up by the roots of the plants from the soil. So there are two types of conducting tissues in plants for conduction of water and conduction of food. So xylem is, I have written here, xylem conducts water from the roots to other parts of the body, and phloem conducts food from leaves to other parts of the body. So how xylem conducts water, or how the water is absorbed from the roots, that we are going to see. So you have to remember that there are two types of conducting tissues. Conducting means they transport the particular type of food or water. So xylem is for conducting only water, and phloem is for conducting food. And if for to how to remember that, because food starts from pronunciation F, and though the spelling of the phloem is PH, but the pronunciation is F. So the phloem conducts food, FF, pronunciation is same, so that it will be easy for you to differentiate between the conducting tissues. So that the which conducting tissue, xylem conducts water, phloem conducts food. So that is clear to you. So these types of conducts, how the working of these tissues takes place. So we have, for that we have drawn a diagram here, and here that is the xylem tissue present in the transverse section of the uh, root, and root hairs are connected to the main root system, and these root hairs and the outer part of the root is called as root section is taken, and the outer part of the root is called as cortex. Any structure outer part of that, any particular organ in biology, outer part is called as cortex. So the outer part of the root is called as cortex, and in the inner part there is a conducting tissue that conducts water, that is xylem, and the root hairs are going in close contact with the soil particles, and from the soil they are going to absorb dissolved nutrients like this. So this is the one root hair. We are going to see these types of many root hairs are present. So one root hair is there, here is one root hair, and it absorbs nutrients present in the soil in the form dissolved in water, and these nutrients are maybe nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, and all the nutrients are present in the soil. They are taken up by the root, and as xylem conducts only water, so these nutrients are dissolved in water, and these minerals we can say, so these are the minerals required by the plants. So these major nutrients, these are absorbed through the root hairs, and they are conducted through xylem, and they are going in upward direction to the different parts of the plant body. So this is the diagram is for your understanding. So now we have seen the conducting tissues in plants. So the next part of the chapter is we will see again. Transpiration. Suppose this is the cells present in the leaves of the plant, and on the lower side of the leaves there are a certain opening guarded by a kidney shaped guard cells, and that opening is called as stomata. So this opening guarded by the guard cells is called as stomata. Stomata are the opening present on the leaf surface. So these are the another cells are present in the leaves of the plant. So the transpiration is the process in which water is removed through the in the form of vapor. Water is removed in the form of vapor through the stomata, which is the opening present on the leaves of the plant, and that is called as transpiration. So again I will repeat what is the meaning of transpiration. Transpiration means the process in which excess water is removed in the form of vapor. Excess water is removed in the form of vapor through the opening called stomata present on the leaves of the plant is called as transpiration. So if the roots have absorbed excess water, that excess water is to be removed from the plant, and that excess water is removed through the process of transpiration. Therefore transpiration it performs the role of keeping the balance in the plant body. So that is the role of transpiration. So before that, one small question is asked for. We have drawn that diagram. From that, one small question is asked for short note. Maybe what is the root pressure? Okay. So the root pressure is the means when the roots are in contact with the soil, the concentration of nutrients inside the roots is less, and the concentration of the minerals or nutrients inside the soil particles is more, so that the these nutrients, these concentration of nutrients, they are taken up by the plants, and these nutrients are taken up according to the rule, means from high concentration to low concentration, and they are carried through the roots to the different part of the plant body. So there is a pressure is developed due to that roots, and that pressure is developed on the adjacent sides of the root cells, and that root cells create a pressure on each other on the adjacent cells, and the movement of the water takes place in the upward direction. So that is called as the root pressure. That is called as root pressure. So that was remaining. So we are going to see the part that is we are now we are second topic is transpiration. So we have drawn the diagram for stomata, that is the opening present on the plant uh, leaves of the plant through the excess water is removed. So next is transportation of food in plants. So for transportation of food, what is the process of formation of food in plants? We all know that is the photosynthesis. And where it is done, photosynthesis is carried out by the leaves of the plant. So these plants perform the function of photosynthesis. They prepare the food. That food prepared in the leaves, that is taken up from leaves to different parts of the plant body through the phloem conducting tissue, and that phloem the movement of the phloem is in upward and downward both directions. So in case of xylem it was in upward direction, but in case of phloem the movement of the means transportation movement is in upward direction also, in downward direction also, because the food should be provided to all the parts of the plant body. So the transportation of food is done in this way. So first we will see the excretory system in plant. So there is no any type of excretory system in case of plants. Okay, so what is the method to uh, uh, means to remove this excretory material, excretory waste material in case of plants, and we are going to see that if there is no any system in case of plants, then that the waste material we have seen in the while studying the topic cell, the waste material is stored in the vacuoles of the cell. So vacuoles are the open spaces in which the waste material of the cell is stored, and that stored waste material, it may be stored in the fruit, flower, and majority of the waste material is stored in the bark of the stem, bark of the tree, or the stem of the bark, we can say bark of the tree, and it is removed by a certain after certain duration it is removed from that, it is means it is separated from that, naturally it is separated from that plant. And some plants are going to um, excrete their waste material in the form of resins and gums, and that is very essential and that is very important for the human beings also, because edible gum is also a medicinal value, and the again another gums are used to prepare the adhesives. Adhesives means some substances are which are used to stick anything. You want to stick a paper, or you want to stick your toy, so that we say it gum or glue. So the formation of gums and glues, adhesives in scientific language, you can see on the bottle of that gum adhesives. So that is adhesives. For the formation of adhesives, plant waste material is taken in. So dear students, we will stop here for today's lecture. In next lecture we will see the next part of the chapter. Hope you have understood. So we will stop, and any doubts you can ask. Thank you.